Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do this pretty sunset eyeshadow look, and today instead of doing my full face, I decided I was going to get a little bit more into detail on how to blend shadows. For today's video I'm just going to be focusing on the eyes rather than the face. Also, I am so happy because last week's video hit
over 650 views.
For my first video, I didn't even think it was gonna even reach 100, so I was so happy about that. And we've also hit 100 subscribers, which is super exciting, and I just can't wait for this all to keep growing and growing and growing. And I'm very thankful for everyone that has supported me this week. To do this look, I did use my James Charles Morphe palette. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to accomplish this look, then just keep on watching.
Okay guys, so I'm going to start by priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium Honey. Usually for the James Charles palette, as he said in many of his videos, an actual eyeshadow primer does work better with the pressed pigments, but sadly I don't have one, so I will just be using my Tarte Shape Tape today. I don't set it with any powder when using this palette, so it's still sticky and the eyeshadows can still be blended and stick to the eye well. And then once the eyelid is set, I am just taking a flat packing brush and the shade Cola, and I'm going to be packing that right onto the eyelid. So I am focusing this shade more towards the center of the eyelid more than all over, not bringing it up too far to my crease. I am then taking a Morphe M441 brush and dipping that into the shade Brother. I am then taking the shade into my crease and blending out that shade Cola into the lighter blue so that when we apply the purples and the reds that they all blend together nicely. And since these are pressed pigments, they are a little bit harder to blend, especially without a regular eyeshadow primer. So just make sure you're really spending your time blending the shadows out and making sure there's no patchy spots. Also guys, please ignore the eye that I already did. I originally had filmed myself doing that eye and just hated how it turned out. I think I used way too dark of purples when transitioning the blues and the reds, but for this one I am going to be using lighter, pinkier purples, so it should turn out better. Next, I am taking a Morphe M506 brush and still dipping into that shade Brother and just taking this on the inner corner of my eye so I can really buff out those shadows. I am taking a different Morphe M441 brush and dipping that into the shade Love That, and I'm going to be taking this right above Brother, still in the crease area, and just blending those two together. Blending these shadows, make sure you're doing light side-to-side motions. If you press too harshly on your eye with the brush, it's not going to blend right and it's going to have patchy spots in places where you weren't pressing as hard. And so just really make sure you're holding your brush at the end and just very lightly blending these together. I am then taking a Morphe M433 brush and dipping that into the shade You're Kidding. And I'm going to be placing that shade right above the previous, just like we did with the purple. And again, just using side-to-side motions, blending those two together. I am then going back in with the second Morphe M441 brush and blending the reds and purples together, doing circular motions on the outer corner and bringing it in with sideways motions. Next, I am taking that same Morphe M441 brush and taking that in the shade Rusted and still going slightly above the previous color, once again side-to-side motions, blending those together. I am taking this shade a little bit further out rather than just on the outer corner of the eye, winging it out just a small bit. I'm then taking a Morphe E27 brush and taking the shade 518 and just mainly highlighting my brown bone and transitioning that into the orange color. I'm also slightly winging this color out along with the orange and doing circular motions towards the outside as well as side-to-side motions, just blending all of the colors together evenly. I am then going back with that original M441 brush and taking a little bit more of the shade Brother and just really making sure that the blue is blended with the oranges and the purples, and then once again going back with that E27 brush and blending it all together. I am going back with that original brush and the original shade Cola and just packing a little bit more of that shade onto the eyelid, making sure it's very vibrant. Next, I will be taking a Morphe M506 brush and going back in with the shade Cola, and I'm going to be dragging this along my lower lash line. I did go ahead and do the rest of my face and applied some Lilly lashes in Miami, and I'm just taking this shade all the way across my waterline. Next, I am taking a Morphe M431 brush and dipping into the shade Escape. I'm going to be applying this shade on the center of my lower lash line and blending that in with the shade Cola. Next, I am taking a brush from the Naked 2 palette and I'm going to give that a little spritz with some rose water, and I'm taking this shade So Good, which is this beautiful gold metallic color, and applying this right into my inner corners. This brush is double-sided and the small denser side is absolutely perfect for applying inner corner shimmers.
Okay guys, this is the completed look. I went ahead and applied lipstick using the Kylie Cosmetics Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Kristen, and I really love how this turned out, and I hope you guys did too. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, as well as follow all of my social media, which I will have linked down below. And if you want to get notified every time I upload, go ahead and press that bell button down below so you can turn my post notifications on. Otherwise, thank you for watching and bye!